So, hi everyone out there and that's listening, that's checked in today. You're speaking with Barbara Williams from just outside the San Francisco Bay Area. And I'm having a little bit of fun tonight, but it's a little bit of esoteric fun this evening. And I'm talking with my friend and my sister, Heidi. And we decided that we were kind of having a deep talk, and we wanted to allow each and every one of you to be privy to that talk, because there may be somebody other than Heidi and myself that can learn something from what's going to be said in the next few minutes. So again, this is Barbara Williams from just outside the San Francisco Bay Area. If you want to know who I am and why you should listen to me, go to barbarawilliams.net or barbarawilliamsblog.com, or simply put in Barbara Williams Entrepreneur in the search engine, or Barbara Williams Network Marketer, and then you can decide whether or not I have any value for you this evening. So, Heidi, how are you?
Wonderful.
Great, great, great. So, I think what we've been talking about is just, what does it mean to be in the top 5%, the top 1%, and to be in the lower 95? I like that. I made that part up. Not the 95%, but the lower 95, because in Alaska, they always say the lower 48. So I figured, You know what? I don't want to be in the 95% club, so I'm going to call it the lower 95.
Yes, I like it. It's true.
Yeah. So basically,
I'm writing that down. Lower 95%.
Yeah. So basically, we need people in the 95%. There's no doubt about it. We need, street sweepers. We need butchers. We need cab drivers. We need bus drivers. We need gardeners and landscapers and real estate agents, and we need, medical doctors. We need people in the 95%. So
yes, we do.
Well, yeah. So what does it mean to you, Heidi, or what do you know it to mean to be in the top 5% of the global population?
I would say knowing that I am there.
Okay. So basically, there's statistical reports that have been put out by the Social Security Department, and they say by the time you're 65, only 1% of the population will be incredibly rich beyond measure. Only 1%. 5% of the people will be wealthy. They'll be wealthy. But the other 95% will be still working a job. And I forget the last division exactly, but it's like, of that 95%, something like 50% will be dead and dead broke by the age of 65. Well, I certainly won't want to be dead by age 65, simply because I'm age 66. And I'd hate to be speaking from you with one foot in the grave. But no, I don't want to be dead or dead broke at 65. And so, and I don't want to still be working a job at 65. In fact, I don't want to work a job, period. I'm in the category of the psychologically unemployable, and I am in the 5%. Now, what does it mean to be in the 5%? Well, it means having the courage to say, I'm in the 5%, and then start taking steps in that direction. Most of the people in the 5% are people that are entertaining free enterprise. They're not working a job, which means just over broke, or means jackass of the boss. They're not doing that. They're working in the third quadrant of the 4 quadrants that are laid out by Robert Kiyosaki. The first quadrant is being an employee, having a job, job, just over broke. The second quadrant is being self-employed in the capacity of being a traditional business, which does not have residual income. And if you're not there, it doesn't run. And that's really having a millstone around your neck, because you aren't free. You're a slave now, not to your boss working for his dreams and not your own, but you're now a slave to the self-employed traditional business that won't run without you. And so you have even less freedom than you had when you had a job. But the third category is being self-employed in the respect of free enterprise, creating a residual income so as that you work once and get paid for the rest of your life. Now, that's the category I'm in. The category I'm aspiring to is I'm aspiring to be in the category 4, which is where I have so much money that my money works for me. I don't work for myself. But does that mean I sit in front of a television set? No. I don't believe in retirement. I don't ever want to be retired. I want to be an active contributor to society till the day I die. I want to be be, and have. So the point of having the money, making money for me, so I don't have to work anymore, is not so that I won't work anymore. It's so that I don't have to. That's the operative word. I don't have to, or the operative phrase is I don't have to. Doesn't mean I don't do it, but I do it because I love it. I do it because I want to. I would do it whether I got paid or not. That's what you want to do. So it's, for me, it's not called retirement. It's called living life on my terms. I want to live, I deserve to live life on my terms. And I've been doing it. I've been living life on my terms since 1989. So what is this, 2015? You do the math. It's been a while, right, Heidi?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so from what I just said, does that trigger any questions that you might have? Or do you have any questions of which direction you'd like to go in your life at this time?
I would like to be in the 4th quadrant like you. Okay. Money works for me. Free enterprise work.
Mm-hmm. So how would you say one would get to the 4th quadrant?
To believe that I'm already there. To say today I'm there so I can be there tomorrow.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to keynote, because I've never read this anywhere. I've read concepts around this, but if you want to quote me, the quote that I have is, today's ideas, thoughts, and visions are tomorrow's reality. Now that concept is not new, but the actual quote itself it is, and I wrote that quote. So what I'm going to discuss with you, Heidi, is some ways of getting to the other side. So you're already in the 5% club. You're in the 5% club if you're here listening to me. Anybody else here listening to me? Congratulations. Welcome to the 5% club, because you're in it. And you got to be in it to win it. Got to be in it to win it.
Yep.
So you're in the 5%.
To win it.
Yeah, that's right. In it to win it. So your subconscious mind, there's a nickname that I heard the other day from a famous person, and it's called your subby, S-U-B-B-Y. So Sally, umbrella, boy, Yankee. Subby.
Okay.
So your conscious mind actually programs the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind does not know a lie from the truth. The subconscious mind only knows how to follow directions and do as it's told. So when I tell the subconscious mind, oh my God, I'm broke, I don't know how to pay this bill, subconscious mind says, well, that must be true, so let's make her broke, because we don't want to make her a liar, right?
Correct.
Okay. So when you want to have a different lifestyle than what you currently have, you have to have a different language going into the subconscious mind. It doesn't matter what the lifestyle is, but whatever it is that's different than what you currently got, you have to change your language to program your subconscious mind to go in that direction. So let's just say, for sake of argument, you would like to be a financially free network marketer. Okay? Well, then what you would do is you would say, okay, subby, I am a financially independent network marketer.
Financially, okay.
Okay, so the subconscious mind that doesn't know the difference between a lie or the truth will do and manifest the most dominant thought that's being programmed into it, whatever that most dominant thought is. So if you spend 90% of your day wallowing in fear, worry, negativity, or anything else, it really doesn't matter that you spent 10% studying a different way of thinking or a more positive way of thinking, because the 90% is going to win out or completely squash the 10%. So the goal is to have the language that will give you the lifestyle you deserve to have, and to find a way to be programming that in every minute of every day so that it becomes the most dominant thought. Now, Heidi, I'm going to put you on the spot. And by letting you know I'm going to put you on the spot prepares you to be put on the spot. And the only answer you cannot give me is one that is not definitive or I don't know. Okay? Those are two answers you cannot give me. An undefined answer or I don't know. So let's start off with real simple, real simple. How much money a month would you like to earn?
$600,000.
Okay, 600,000. So now 600,000 is a doable number, and you know why it's a doable number?
Because I can do it, and I believe in it.
You can do it because anytime any one other person has done it, that means you can do it too. There's been William E. Bailey back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, back when Colonel Sanders was around, and I think his name was Sam Walmart and all those good people. He earned, in the post-Depression era, as much as $1 million a week. Well, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it.
That's right.
The only reason that it may not happen for me is I may not be willing to do what he did to get the $1 million a week. See, I listened to a guy by the name of Bob Proctor, and he says, in it's on Mission and Commission and an achievement one. But anyway, the point is, he says, if you really want success, then you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to have that success. So let's start with, you're not going to win the lottery, I don't believe. That's not the way you get $600,000 a month income.
No.
But you will get to your $600,000 a month top. And then at that point, you'll be able to triple that, because the subconscious mind is able to think 3 times what it is you're currently making. So why don't you be transparent, authentic, and tell me what your total gross income is now, taking into consideration everything that you've got, and what is your total gross income? Not net, but gross.
Okay, so gross.
That's
now
before taxes.
From...
Before taxes. Before anything is held out or given to anybody, what is that magic number?
That I make or that I want?
No, that you make.
Okay. 45.
Okay, so what is 3 times 45? It is $13,500 a month.
Yep.
Okay? So write that number down, $13,500 a month. So that is your first goal. Your first goal on the way to getting to $600,000 a month.
Okay.
And the reason that that's your first goal is because the subconscious mind, subby, can only really think in 2 to 3 times that you're already making, because anything outside that is not real, and it kind of puts subby in a haywire. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now normally what we do is that a goal is not a goal without a deadline. So
Correct.
you want to give me a deadline. By what time? And don't get into whether it's real, not real, what you're going to do, who you're going to do it with. All that is irrelevant. By what magical date do you want to be at $13,500 a month? What date?
This time next year.
But that's still
January 20th of 2019.
Did you say June 20th?
No, January 20th, 2019.
Perfect.
Exactly 1 year from today.
Okay, perfect. So write that down.
I did.
Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to find a creative way of writing that in the present. Okay? So I'm going to assist you with it, Heidi. I'm going to assist you with. So write down, I earn $13,500 each month
Okay.
or more by January 20th, 2019 or sooner. Mm-hmm. Now, how hard would it be for you to write that out every day, 25 times a day?
It wouldn't be hard at all.
Okay. And you know as well as I, according to Jim Rohn and many other experts in this field of business philosophy, would say, you know, some will, some won't. You can tell anyone, and anyone can agree to do anything, but it doesn't mean they will. I mean, look at how many people, like Jim Rohn would say, look at how many people in our country don't even carry a library card or haven't read a single book since high school. Okay?
Ouch.
So, like again, those of you that are listening to this call, and that includes you, Heidi, is not in the 5% club. So I expect you to be able to write that out 25 times a day.
Correct.
Now, what I think is a good way of writing it out is, let's say, writing it with the I statement, then writing it with Heidi earns $13,500 a month by or more by January 20th, 2019 or sooner. And when you write it out, Heidi earns, I would say your whole complete name. First, middle, and last.
Heidi.
Yeah, right. So earns that amount of money by that time. Now, it isn't so much a matter of whether you write it out 5 times or 25 times. What matters is the consistency in setting aside a time that you do that every day. So I'm going to ask you a pointed question. It's not right or wrong. Per se, it's not right or wrong. But if I'm going to assist you, you're going to need to be authentic and transparent so I can assist you in doing that. And I just decided in that statement that I'm not going to ask you the questions. I don't want to put you on the spot. But I will tell you this. Most, if not all, have some form of a day planner. Would you not agree?
Correct.
So what you're going to do before you go to bed tonight, you're going to write what you're going to do tomorrow.
Correct.
So one of the things you're going to do tomorrow is write out that sentence at least 5 times. You know, 2 times one way, 2 times another way, you know, a 5th time another way, but you're going to write it out, that same concept. Now, you're going to go, I'm going to give you a homework assignment so you can write these things down. You're going to go to Amazon, and you're going to buy the book called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og, and last name Mandino. So M as in Mary, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, D as in dog, I as in indigo, N as in Nancy, O as in Oscar. Now you can actually even get that book used, and it'll cost you $4 to have it delivered to your door. The whole thing,
Okay.
the book of the delivery and everything. So now, is buying the book going to make you rich?
No.
No. Is reading the book going to make you rich?
Yes.
One step further, it will put you on the road to success, but success is not knowledge. Success is applied knowledge.
Ooh, I like that.
It's applied knowledge. So you can read all the books in the world till the cows come home. If you don't apply what you read, you've done nothing but stand in space and spin your wheels. That's all you've done. That's all you've accomplished.
Say that again. Success
is applied knowledge.
Applied knowledge. Okay.
Applied knowledge leads you to success. And the true definition of success is a progressive, the progressive. So success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
Of a worthy ideal.
Of a worthy ideal. Now, first time I ever heard that was from Bob Proctor. And then just the other day, you know, well, over the years, I found that, you know, Anthony Robbins, for example, was the student of Jim Rohn, and Jim Rohn was a student of W. Clement Stone, and Jim Rohn was and Bob Proctor and all those guys of that period of time were the student of Earl Nightingale, or I think it was Earl Clarence Nightingale. But anyway, Earl Nightingale. So the other day I went back and I Googled Earl Nightingale, and I listened to a couple of his YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened carefully. There was something in there said to look a step deeper, dig a step deeper. Okay. So I Googled, and I'm going to spell this for you. I Googled Marcus, Marcus, Marcus Aurelius, Aurelius. I think I have one E in there too many. But the point is, Google Marcus Aurelius. If I spelled it wrong, you'll still find him. He was, if I remember correctly, he was an emperor back in 161 AD.
Wow.
Okay. Now, that's a long time ago.
Yep.
And Marcus Aurelius is A-U, R as in Randy, E Edward, L Larry, I Indigo, U S Sally. So Marcus Aurelius. He was the emperor of Rome. Okay?
Okay.
And he was born April 26th, 121 AD in Rome, Italy. And he died March 17th, 180 AD in Austria. Okay? So the reason I find him important is he was the one that said success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal.
I love that.
Okay?
I really do.
So for me on this journey of going from having too many meals with the wrong financial planners, right? From living in a world of without and not having, like people are starving in Africa and calling saving your money a piggy bank, and we all know pigs are supposed to be filthy. So now we're talking about money as being filthy money. It's all this junk that we don't need to be programming into the subconscious mind. So we're going to eliminate all that. And so
Correct.
you have to take yourself from a point like that to a new point. Sometimes we're not set up to believe the truth first time we hear it. So when it's repeated over and over and over and over again, and then taking it a step further, for example, the book 3 Magic Words by U.S. Anderson, written in 1951, the year I was born. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, written in 1946, before I was born. You know, going back to Earl Nightingale, who was before Jim Rohn and Bob Proctor, and to trace it all the way back to Marcus Aurelius, and I'm going, okay, if we're going back that many centuries, right?
Yes.
It must be true. It must be true.
Yes.
So Earl Nightingale, which is Nightingale, he was born, let's see if I can find this here, March 12th, 1921. So
wow.
March 12th, 1921 was before your father and my father was even born. And he was born in Los Angeles, California. And he died March 25th, 1989 in Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay?
Yeah.
So in 1989, you would have been about 8 years old, correct?
Yeah. That's when I got to meet you for the first time in person.
8 years old. So this guy has been around before you were even 8 years old. And, you know, and here's one of the things I'm reading that he wrote right now. People with goals succeed because they know where they're going. How are you going to get there, Heidi, if you don't know where you're going, where there is? I want to go on vacation. That's not telling anybody anything. It's certainly not telling your subby anything. Now to say, I want to go on vacation in Merced, California to visit my sister for a month. Now the subby can put together a roadmap for you. Does this make sense to you, Heidi?
Yes, this makes complete sense.
Right. So one of the things that you can do that's very simple to do is just go buy yourself or order from, see, I don't even waste my time leaving the house to buy the things I need anymore because time is money. Time is money. Time is very, very valuable. So I just order myself. If I need 1,000 3x5 cards, I just go to eBay, Amazon, wherever, order it and have it delivered to my door. I don't try to save money by wasting time. My time is more valuable than the $1 or $2 I'd save to get to a Walmart to buy them. I have value. My value is a minimally $500 an hour. That's my value, minimally. I have no business driving somewhere to pick up 3x5 cards. Does that make sense?
Correct. Yes, yes.
So when you start treating yourself as if it's so, it will be so. Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a lie and a truth. Now, Heidi, you should be right now 36 years old. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you realize you've been lying to yourself for 36 years?
Yes.
So we all lie to ourselves. We all lie to the subconscious mind. It's just a matter of, is our life a negative lie or a progressive positive lie? Because either lie will come true. Either lie will come true. So you know what? I choose to make it a positive, progressive lie that will not only improve myself, my lifestyle, but that of everyone around me. Because I see life as a, oh gosh, I just went blank, like a sport, so to speak, and running a relay, okay? So a lot of times running a relay, don't they have like 4 relay runners, right?
Yes.
So I run the relay and I pass the baton to who? To you. You run your part of the relay, and who do you pass the baton to? Chloe. She runs part of the
Chloe.
Who does she pass the baton to? Nevaeh. So the whole point of all this is to be the best Heidi or the best Barbara that we can be, so we can pass the baton on to others who deserve to know and have and be what we are.
Correct.
So with that being said, I'm going to go back to the book I want you to buy. Do you remember the name of the book I want you to buy?
Yes, the name of I don't remember the name of it. Well, I do. The Greatest Salesman in the World.
Okay.
By Og Mandino.
Right. Now, Og Mandino, I'm holding the book right now, Og Mandino wrote the book in 1968. 1968, I would have been 17 years old. Okay?
Okay.
So, had I read this book at 17 years old, I'd be a lot further than where I am today, wouldn't I?
Correct.
Okay. So,
as long as you applied your knowledge.
Very good. Touche, touche. What a good student you are. So, we've got the book. The reading the book alone will not make us a massive success in our society being measured by money and net worth. But applying the knowledge in it will. So what does one step of applying knowledge look like? Well, one step of applying knowledge looks like if Og Mandino's worth the time of reading the book, then what he has to say values doing it. What's the point of reading it if you're not going to do what he tells you to do? Doesn't make sense, does it? I paid $2,000 an hour. Not an hour, I'm sorry. I paid $2,000, I think about $300 or $400 an hour for coaching with a very famous man. And I had to do it by buying a $2,500 package. Okay? And I sat on the phone and I said, okay, I'm thinking to myself, am I here to talk to him? No, I'm here to listen to him. I'm here to encourage him to talk for as long as he'll talk to me, because he's the one that's achieved the goals that I want to have. Then I said to myself, why would I spend $2,500 to listen to this man if I'm not going to be willing to do what he tells me to do? Why would I invest $2,500 to listen to a man tell me what to do to be successful if I'm not willing to apply that, implement that, and go forward? It doesn't make sense, does it? So when you get into the book of The Greatest Salesman in the World, what you're going to realize is that your assignment is going to be, to read a scroll, which is like about 4 short pages, very, very short pages, to read a scroll every day. And I hope you're writing this down. So you're going to read a scroll every day, 3 times a day for 30 days.
Wait. 3 times a day, 30 days.
For 30 days. Okay?
And read a scroll.
Yeah, it's a scroll. So, for example, scroll number 1 is not even a full page, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. Okay, wait a minute. I think the first one's the longest one of all of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It takes about 6 minutes to do it. That's it.
Yeah.
You're going to read the first scroll for 30 days, 3 times a day. In the morning, you're going to read it to yourself. In the afternoon, around noon, or just after lunch, you're going to read it to yourself. But at nighttime, you're going to read it aloud. And then it's going to be the last thing you do at night. So the television is going to be off. The radio, the music is going to be off. Everything's going to be off. The only thing you'll be able to hear is the sound of your voice reading the words to your subconscious mind. Then you turn off the lights and you go to sleep. Okay? So after the 30 days is up, so that would be, roughly now February 20th, you're going to start with scroll number 2, and you're going to do the same thing. And the last scroll, I'm going to have to look because I'm not on the last scroll myself yet. So I'm just doing this. So see, the thing is, I have a friend that makes $600,000 a month, and he still spends every single day anywhere from 3 to 6 hours a day in personal growth and development. So I'll always be reading a book. I will always be learning, and I will always be applying my wisdom. So there are 10 scrolls, okay? 10 scrolls.
Uh-huh.
So when you read the first scroll, you don't necessarily just stop there. You read the first scroll for 30 days, and then you reference back to it, okay? And at this point, some of these things should actually be memorized. So Madison is reading these scrolls aloud to me. She could almost recite the entire scroll of the 6 pages without looking at it. That's how many times she's read it, okay? So scroll number 1, I want you to write this down while you're waiting for the book. Scroll number 1 says, today I begin a new life. I love that.
Hold on.
To think about. Today I begin a new life. Okay? Scroll number 2, one of my favorites is, I greet this day with love in my heart. I greet this day with love in my heart. How does that make you feel, Heidi, when you hear that? I greet this day with love in my heart.
Warm, happy.
Mm-hmm. Now, you wrote it down, correct?
Yeah, I greet this day with love in my heart.
Okay, great. And how does that make you feel when you read it?
Powerful.
Okay, great. So for anyone listening today, we're going to wind this call up in about 10 minutes. And you're listening in and to Barbara Williams from just outside the San Francisco Bay Area, and listening to Heidi Marie Loop up in Alaska. And we're just kicking around some ideas today that change and alter and improve the quality of our lives. So we got about 10 minutes left, and then we're going to bid you adieu, and we're going to go dream about some of the things we read. How's that sound, Heidi?
Great.
I'm going to read you the second sentence in that same scroll. I greet this day with love in my heart, for love is the greatest secret of success in all ventures. For love is the greatest secret of success in all ventures. For love is the greatest secret of success in all ventures.
I greet this day with love in my heart, for love is the greatest secret of success in all ventures.
Absolutely. So how does that make you feel?
So wonderful, but it's so true.
Yes, it is. Very true. So scroll number 3, it's not really my favorite. And the reason it's not my favorite is it sounds too like white knuckling it. It sounds too much like coming from lack and deprivation and white knuckling it to change the quality of my life. But it still's worth reading. And that is, I persist until I succeed. I persist until I succeed. Then by scroll 4, I'm back on to something I really love. One of my favorites is, I am nature's greatest miracle. I am
That is wonderful.
nature's greatest miracle. And I'm going to read you the following sentence on that one too. So I am nature's greatest miracle. Since the beginning of time, never has there been another with my mind, my heart, my eyes, my ears, my hands, my hair, my mouth. None that came before me, none that live today, and none that come tomorrow can walk and talk and move and think exactly like me. None can do this. All men are my brothers, yet I am different from each. I am a unique creature. I am nature's greatest miracle. So you've got some things written down. You've got some ideas to kick around.
Yes.
You've got a book to buy and start reading immediately. You've got, thoughts to ponder. And what I would say right now is probably go to sleep with these thoughts on your mind. Don't turn on the TV. Don't turn on the music. Don't turn on any of this. And I am going to turn off the recording, and I'm going to post it to YouTube. Okay? So Heidi,
Okay.
what should we name this little chat? Fireside chat with Heidi and Barbara?
Yes.
Okay. We'll do fireside chat with Heidi Marie Loop and Barbara Williams. And then you can go back and listen to it as many times as you so choose. How's that sound?
I love it.
Yeah, you're a doll. And
You're a doll.
I know you're a doll. So all of you listening, I'm going to bid you adieu. This is Barbara Williams from just outside the San Francisco Bay Area. Just loving life and doing life and living life on my terms. Living life on my terms, and you can too. You can find me at BarbaraWilliamsBlog.com. Bye for now.